Look at the beautiful browns on that wrapper mixed with the beautiful gold on the band. It just works. It's an absolutely flawless looking cigar, and I'm not just saying that because they're ass. Also guys, welcome back to Smoke King UK, where we review, communicate and educate all things tobacco here in the UK. Today I'm sitting down to smoke a cigar that I haven't had for a couple of weeks because I've been letting them rest. And if you've been following us on social media, which if you haven't, you probably should, the links are down in the description, then you're definitely going to know about these cigars. We've been posting about them for at least a month or two now, and I've already had a couple, but I wanted to let them rest in the humidor for a while and see just how smooth that smoke can get. Now, these cigars had glowing reviews when we did our first original release back in about May time, but we wanted to ramp it up and take it to that next level. So I'm introducing the Smoke King Toro in the Maduro. This looks like an absolutely fantastic looking cigar. Let's run the intro, let's get it cut, let's get it lit, let's find out how good it smokes.
We interrupt this program to bring you an important announcement.
I don't know what it is when I'm sitting down to smoke reviews, but I just cannot get that cut straight. It's close enough. That comes out the gate strong. You know what, now I'm tasting that now with that initial light up. This is exactly the reason why we want to step up our game that little bit more compared to our original release back in the earlier on this year, which was a very light, very mild tasting, beautiful morning smoke. We've already done a review on it. We also sat down and smoked it with Des Hammond from the Cigar Cabin, so I'll leave both of those videos down in the description below. It has received glowing reviews. However, Paul Green of Smoking really has a stronger palate and loves his real strong cigars, very strong flavor profiles. And he always wanted to drop a Maduro. However, when we did our first release earlier on in the year, we wanted to drop a cigar that was perfect for everybody, any kind of smoker, whether you've been smoking cigars for years, and you wanted to take that step back, or maybe a good morning cigar, and or something a little bit lighter if you're going to pair with rum, or if you've never touched a cigar before in your life. It's perfect. It's a great all-round cigar. You should definitely go and check it out. It'd make an amazing first cigar. But after that received glowing reviews, Paul finally decided, and the rest of the Green family kind of came together and said, right, we've got our milder cigar out in the market. Let's drop something a little bit more stronger, something a little bit more of an oomph kind of thing, something more to Paul's palate. And that's where the Maduro came in. And this is an absolutely flawless looking cigar with the gold crown across the top, obviously the Smoke King logo on the dark, beautiful Maduro oily looking wrapper. It looks absolutely stunning. It looks evil, and it looks like it means business. So this is actually coming in by a 6x52 ring gauge. Now, if you've watched any of our videos before, if you've subscribed, and again, if you're not, what are you playing at? Hit the subscribe button. You'll know I love the 52 ring gauges. There's something about it that almost becomes one with the hand and one with the smoker. I'm not physically forcing my fingers really far open if I was smoking like a 60 plus gauge, but at the same time, it's not so skinny if I was smoking like a Corona, which I also love. I'm not sat holding it like this. My thumb naturally sits across the top of it. It's a very well balanced cigar, and it's just one with me. It goes with me with the hand. I'm not feel like I'm having to sit here and focus on there's a cigar in my hand. It just becomes one with it. It's probably the reason why I end up wearing my ash half the time. It's medium-bodied with an Ecuadorian Maduro wrapper, Nicaraguan binders, and Nicaraguan fillers. So I'm probably going to expect a smoke time of anything between about an hour to 70 minutes. All depends on how quick you smoke. I'm quite a quick smoker. I reckon I'll get a good solid hour out of this. And with the mix of Nicaraguan and that Ecuadorian Maduro, I should really be expecting notes of like spice, which I'm definitely getting. leather, earth, straw, and a lot of cream, especially in sweetness from that Maduro wrapper, which I'm also getting. Now, the one thing we really wanted to ensure when releasing any of our cigars is quality construction and good quality control. And this is why we partnered with the supplier that we did, because we know they're flawless. Check out that burn. That is absolutely perfect. Nice and flat. That head of ash, which we're getting so far, is crystal and white, meaning we had loads of potassium and magnesium and good balanced nitrogen in the soil before the plant even touched the ground. Your head of ash can tell you a lot about where your cigar's been and where it's going. It's starting to sound like Forrest Gump when he's talking about shoes, aren't I?
Mom always said there's an awful lot you can tell about a person by their shoes. Where they going, where they been.
So if you want a full video on that, let us know in the comments below and we'll make sure that happens. The draw is slightly tighter compared to most cigars in the 52 ring gauge. The smoke is still very easy to get into your mouth. I'm not having to physically fight with that cigar to draw the smoke in, but I am using my cheeks and my jaw a little bit more. But I absolutely love that. If you've followed us for a while, you know I don't really like a big open draw. And that smoke is so smooth. It's almost like a sea of silk or velvet coating the tongue as it exhales out of the mouth and into the air. And the aroma is absolutely beautiful in this room right now. I'm getting a lot of that earth, a little bit of leather, definitely some spice behind there. That's definitely coming from those Nicaraguan tobaccos in that filler and in that binder. But when you pair it all together, it works like a beautiful little symphony around the palate. Some things just are, some things just work, and this is one of them. This cigar is developing absolutely beautifully. Again, the burn has been going pretty strong. I haven't really had to touch that up at all. There was a slight bit of uneven burning, but I placed that longer bit at the top, started taking a little bit longer draws, and it's kind of rectified itself. You can tell from the ash I got a little bit of coning. That just shows how much I'm enjoying the cigar, because I'm just puffing away in it. So I did have to put it down just for a minute or two, let the ash cool a little bit, let it level itself out. And we're completely back down to normal now. Now we're starting to work our way into this second third, and it's really underway. That spice we were getting at the beginning of that cigar has really taken a step back. It's still there because, you know, we use Nicaraguan tobaccos and that's what they're famous for. But it's taken a step back and it's kind of just teetering here right at the back of the palate, right in the corners. But it's definitely not the dominating flavour. There's like a really beautiful like cedar mixed with a little bit of like a bonfire charcoal, little bits of leather in there as well. But it all works together. I definitely think if you've never touched a cigar before, this probably isn't the best one for you to start your journey with. Our original release that we dropped earlier on this year definitely is. But if you've been dabbling in cigars for a while, if you've been smoking cigars for years, if you've been smoking the lighter stuff and you want to come up to that next level, I think this definitely is a great cigar for you. And check out the presentation on it now that we're a little bit more zoomed in. Look at the beautiful browns on that wrapper mixed with the beautiful gold on the band. It just works. It's an absolutely flawless looking cigar, and I'm not just saying that because they're ads. Absolutely lovely. There's also like a slight nutty note that I'm getting on the exhale and especially on the retro hail. Absolutely flawless. This is definitely a cigar for the books. That nutty note I was getting during that second third really ramps up during this final third, and that's probably the most dominating factor. It's kind of like a nut. There's a little bit of vanilla. It's very creamy. That spice is pretty much gone now, but I'm kind of expecting that to really ramp up during the final third. It normally always does because the tobaccos are burning the hottest it's been burning for the whole stick. The embers are the hottest it's going to have been. So it normally ramps everything up. It's kind of a similar aspect to the initial light up of a cigar. The construction has been absolutely brilliant. I haven't had to touch this cigar up at all throughout the entire session. It's burnt beautifully. The ash falls away absolutely perfect. It hasn't come unrolled. We've got a nice little bounce. The cigar's very squishy now, and that's pretty normal. Tobacco goes really soft and expands when it's hot. But I absolutely love this cigar, and I genuinely think you are too. Like I said before, don't think it's going to be the greatest cigar for you to start your cigar journey on. It is quite full on. The flavor profiles are quite strong, and it definitely coats the palate with flavor, which if you've never smoked a cigar before might be a little bit full on for you. But if you've been smoking cigars for a little bit, you've been dabbling in cigars, you smoked cigars for a while, absolutely fantastic stick. Definitely make sure you smoke it after you've eaten something. Might not be the best morning cigar. The original blend, that's a perfect morning cigar with a coffee. So that's it, guys. That's the Smoke King Maduro Toro. That's been resting in my humidor for a couple of weeks now, and it's smoked absolutely stunningly. I've really enjoyed that from start to finish, and I'm really proud that we as a company have come together to produce such an amazing tasting cigar. That's one of the few aspects that we were really strict on. It had to be really good construction, had to taste absolutely stunningly, and every seasoned cigar smoker's got to love it. And because of the flavor profiles you get from it, I really think we've done that. And I'm so proud of all the Green family, everyone here at Smoking, for producing such a fantastic cigar. Thank you for coming along with me on this journey of smoking the Smoke King Maduro Toro. You haven't seen that, but that's just taken me about 6 takes to get. Absolutely flawless cigar, and I think so many of you are going to love it, so thank you for coming along with me on this journey. Of course, it goes without saying, hit that subscribe button. We've grown this channel 10 times faster than what we thought we were going to, and that's down to you amazing people hitting that subscribe button, tuning in every single day for all of our daily cigar and tobacco content. Of course, it also goes without saying, go follow us on social media. All the links are down below. We're on every single platform, so whatever you prefer, you'll find us there. I've been James, we've been smoking, and I'll catch you in future videos. I'll see you in the next one.